It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. It's November 30th, and it's going to rain in the Ozarks today. That's the big headline for you. Temperatures not too bad this morning. We are starting off in the low 40s, so it's comfortable compared to the last couple of mornings when temperatures were feeling like the teens. Warmer this morning, but that's thanks to some cloud cover and a south wind that has returned to the Ozarks overnight. No rain out there yet, but I think it's going to be after the lunch hour that we start to see some of those few first showers show up. And then by this evening, that's going to be the best chance for rain into the Ozarks as we head into the overnight hours and push on into Friday morning. There's going to be a lot of shower activity. In fact, it's a really good chance for a good soaking rain across the Ozarks. Anywhere from a half inch to an inch of rain will be possible. I think we'll see some of those higher rain totals down south of I-44. And if I didn't mention it already, well, now is the time to get out, get the errands done early in the day today, because by this evening and tonight, I think rain chances will be widespread across the Ozarks. In fact, for many of us, I think the evening drive will be a wet one. Widespread rain in the Ozarks today through early tomorrow morning. A low pressure system developed off the West Coast yesterday, and it's slowly been making its way across the country, creating some heavy downpours for the Four Corners region. That's where the area of low pressure was centered. This is all happening out ahead of a frontal boundary, so we are going to see the active weather for us as well. Heavy rain and potentially even some severe weather from East Texas back through portions of western Louisiana. Thankfully for us, we're not going to see any severe weather, but I can't rule out some rumbles of thunder, maybe a few lightning strikes. Again, no severe weather expected for us though, which is nice. For the Ozarks, it's just this slow, steady rain that lasts through much of the evening, overnight tonight, and then probably tapers off early in the day on Friday. I'm thinking mid-morning, we're done with the rain chances. Cloud cover will linger, and it's going to be a pretty good shot at seeing some heavy downpours. In fact, I think most of the area will see a half inch of rain. Totals get higher as you head back south of I-44, West Plains, back through Harrison, places in northern Arkansas. We'll see some of those higher rainfall totals. We shouldn't have too much of an issue with flooding. I think it comes slow enough, and we're not waterlogged at this point. Should just be slow and steady rain showers, but promises to be kind of sloppy on the roads later today. We will have some ponding maybe on the roadways from time to time, so it's something to keep in mind. Definitely slow it down for the evening drive, and if you're going to be out late tonight. We've got cooler weather then in store for us for the weekend. Yesterday was a fantastic day in the Ozarks with highs near 60. And today I think we're only going to make it to the low 50s. And then we're talking about cooler conditions heading in for the weekend. Numbers by the middle of next week, though, will be back above average again. So it's not long that we have to stay with highs in the 40s. Today, I think we're in the low 50s, but there's rain chances in the forecast. Starting tomorrow, temperatures look kind of on the cool side. The outlook, though, December 6th through 12th, it's looking nice. I think we'll see temperatures that are back above the seasonal averages. As I mentioned, I think that happens again by the middle of next week. High temperature today, 52 degrees. I expect rain chances to really start to develop around the evening drive time, but we could have a few light showers out by mid-afternoon. A south breeze will be in the forecast today, 15 miles an hour, so kind of windy. And then we'll see highs fall to the 40s on Friday as that front passes through the area. That'll keep us in the 40s for Saturday and Sunday. I see a small indication that we could have a bit of light rain Saturday night. I don't think it impacts the weekend forecast too much, but the weekend's looking kind of chilly. And then we'll see temperatures in the 40s again for Monday and Tuesday of next week before the 50s are back. That happens by next week on Wednesday. Around the country, what's making headlines, that severe weather threat that I mentioned that's going to be back in eastern Texas today, that moves east into the Mississippi Valley as we head closer to Friday. So the severe chance will remain for the southern United States. That's really where the most active weather across the country will stay. And then if we're looking out in Hawaii, I told you about some of the flooding concerns there yesterday. This storm system over Kona still causing some problems, and excessive rainfall is possible for the Hawaiian Islands as we head through Thursday and Friday as well. All right, it is time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question for you. This is sponsored by Scooters Coffee. If you entered yesterday, I'm going to have the answer to yesterday's Brain Twister trivia question, and it was, what was the first song played on Mars? Yes, the planet Mars. Do you think it was A, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. B, Happy Birthday. C, What a Wonderful World. Or D, Across the Universe. All of those would be pretty fitting for a first song played on a new planet. And if you Googled this one, if you broke the rules and Googled, you probably came up, or what came up was probably the wrong answer. It was actually in 2008. The answer is Across the Universe. D, Across the Universe by the Beatles. In 2008, it became the first song beamed into deep space. Um, the song that came up when you Googled was titled Reach for the Stars, which was actually not an option on my list here. But Reach for the Stars actually holds the Guinness World Record book for being the first music broadcast from space. But it actually did not play on Mars because Curiosity, the rover up there, did not have speakers. So kind of a little catch there. If you Googled this, though, you probably read that Reach for the Stars by will.i.am was the first music ever broadcast in space. Not true for the planet Mars. It was 2008 Across the Universe by the Beatles. That was the first song to be beamed into deep space. So D, the answer from yesterday. Congrats to everybody that answered that correctly. All right, I've got tomorrow's question for you. Who is credited with helping make mac and cheese popular in the United States? Do you think it is A, Winston Churchill, B, Nikola Tesla, C, Marie Curie, or D, Thomas Jefferson? I should have included a fifth option here, which would be E, toddlers everywhere, but that's not on the list today. So log on, let me know what you think is the correct answer, and I'll have the answer early tomorrow morning. That's what's happening on Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Everybody stay safe today. No severe weather, but we will have rain on the radar. Again, that happens for the second half of the afternoon into this evening. We'll hold the rain showers overnight tonight. You might hear some thunder, but it's not going to be severe. I've got cooler air that builds in tomorrow, and I will chat with you early tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening.